This playthrough is rated M for mature.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of The Sinking City. In the last episode, we were charged with a crime we didn't commit. Mr. Vanderberg, our original benefactor who sent us here, has now been slain, and now we got to figure out what to do next before we're temporarily on bail because we have the rich friends of Graham Carpenter. So lucky for that. But if we can't get our alibi set to straight, we're going to be thrown back in prison probably. Who knows? But see if we can find our next the next clue as we come back to the. I thought I was supposed to go. Maybe I'm supposed to go somewhere else. I could have swore I had to come here because there's a thing about looking up like a book. Hold on, let me go to my lore. Oh, off screen, I did a lot of that glittering gold, all that glitters thing. Apparently all it is those like treasure, like that one treasure I found a while back, which was like, I think it was in Big Mouth or whatever. It was like a locket. That's pretty much all you're finding. It's just, you're just finding those treasures. I only haven't grabbed one yet because I wanted to show that on screen. I think there was, there's a couple of like little notes I got during that. The candy factory thing is happened after dealing with Blackwood and what happened with him. So this is what you find in your room. The Blackwood Marsh Canning Factory was last night the site of some sad and unusual events. According to neighbors, any human screams and shouts in an unknown language could be heard for several blocks. Witnesses also reported seeing flashes of light in an unnatural color they struggled to describe. Evernote Blackwood, the final representative of the Blackwood Grand family, was later found dead inside the factory. The cause of death could not be established, but with it comes the end of one of the pillars of Oakmont society. Let's see, what was the... These... Let's see... I think one of these was just like random stuff I ran across during finding, when I was looking for those like glitter gold treasure things. I just found these two, but feel clever now, Lewis? Leaving that poor bastard chained up in the basement? It got flooded. Good luck getting Mr. Carpenter's money from him now. I'm out. Not gonna just sit here and wait for the Grim Reaper. Carpenter will feed you to the eels for blunder like this. Actually, did I do that one already? Well, anyway, Tornote, are you there? It's cold here. My fingers can barely hold the pen. Tell my friends to return. They look scared. What did I do? I just spoke. Those are just random notes you get while looking for the deep ones gold. And yeah, all these just describe what they are. Like the bracelet. The inside of the bracelets are lined with short spikes. It seems the artisan's intention was to make sure the wearer never forgets they are wearing it. Ceremonial dagger. A large ceremonial dagger with an intricately decorated hilt. Completely impractical for combat, but stark-stained blade suggests it's seen better, plenty of use. Earring. A heavy golden earring in the shape of an elongated seashell. Buckle. A buckle carved like a visage of a terrifying marine creature. Chain. A simple golden chain ending in a half-broken link that has been bent out of shape. Flawless gem. A flawless garnet the size of an egg, unmarred by engravings. Brooch. We saw, got that one a lot earlier. Yeah, that one we ran across way long ago. And I got that one by accident. So apparently you can get, you can like solve certain cases or whatever without realizing it. I thought you said something about the newspaper, but I guess, what was that note again? Maybe I have to go to finding a witness. I don't know. Huh. Maybe it's because I was highlighting all that glitters is gold. It's weird how this works, but anyway, district, read heights, articles and interviews, and I guess, maybe an official? Pearson's interviews. Today our correspondents had the chance to roam the beautiful alleyways of Eastern Reed Heights, all for the sake of interviewing one of the most promising political figures in Oakmont. Pierce's property, an apartment building tucked away on Museum Avenue between Communion Road and Heel Log Street, is definitely a grand sight, but Mr. Pierce takes pains to assure us he is in touch with the needs of the humble man, meeting regularly with community leaders. Sure he is, even though he's ridiculously rich. Unfortunately, most politicians are like, they say they're the same as the working man, yet they hardly do anything extra to help. They live in these extravagant mansions, spend frivolously, you know, not even on stuff that's useful or helpful for other people, you know. Eastern Reed Heights. And Museum Road. Okay, Museum Road between Communion and... Okay, so it's got to be somewhere around here. Now I'm all for people... Now I'm all for the earning of money and people being able to spend the money how they want, but... I don't know. There's like... I believe that there should be like... I believe that there's a social contract that needs to be respected and responded to. I think I've talked about this before, like a long time ago, how, you know, for a place and people that got you, that helped you earn your money, I think you should give something back for that. You know, a lot of business people always like to say, no, they earned their money. They didn't have anyone's help, and yet you needed, like, you know, can I not really go that way? I just skip over it. But yeah, you needed conveniently had people buy your product or help you work on it or work for your business and yada yada yada. And people just tend to forget those little things. So no, you didn't do it all by yourself. But, and I'm not saying spend all your money on that. It's just, oh, was this a? Oh, I guess this whole area is a thing. Well, what I'm looking for is an heirloom. I don't know if it's a. Oh, it's got to be in here. And all the buildings that you get the heirlooms at, that, unlike that brooch one, all were in buildings similar to this. So, so there's apparently monsters outside. There's going to be monsters inside, like this doofus. Uh-oh, sounds like there's one of the big ones. Maybe I can kill this guy. Die. Get down here before. Oh, is he still? And actually, I'm ready to shoot that guy. Oh, come on! Really? They're trying to like hit me through the walls. Oh, and I think I kind of glitched too. That happened before. I was in one of these rooms that someone was trying to chase after me. And he was one of those big dudes that could teleport. He kept teleporting. Actually, he was in this room similar to this. He kept teleporting up here, and yet there's no roof here. Yet he was walking on it just fine. So it was like a, I guess because the game didn't expect you to go there. There's actually a wall there or something like that. I don't know. It's kind of weird. But anyway, if I can see if I can get far enough away from these guys so I can actually start checking. Anyway, I thought I'd show at least one of these brooch things on screen, just to. Still too close because it won't let me go in. You can't go into Mind Palace mode unless the creatures aren't attacking you or in the general vicinity. If they are, unfortunately, you can't do it. Oh yeah, actually I don't know if you guys remember the last episode. Submachine gun. Basically it's just a submachine gun. You just shoot like a ton of bullets back to back. So. Apparently there's a large creature around here too. It's close enough apparently that I can't use Mind Palace mode. That's annoying. I mean I get why it doesn't let you do that. Wait. What? I thought one of those creatures fell through like the floor or whatever. Alright. Oh, there it is. It does use a lot of bullets, but I mean, they seem to be pretty powerful, slightly more powerful than Oh, is there someone in? Ah, man, come on. Of course, because even though I'm not, I don't want to spin the whole thing. Oops, I need to drop that low. Alright. Let's see. Just let me nice all that out so I can at least utilize some of that stuff. Do I really have to find that other dude so I can actually go through this place? Because, well, sometimes. But if I go too far, I'll probably kick me out. Should be around here somewhere. Yeah, most of these buildings had the exact same solution. Like, you had to find the openings and everything with that. Basically, we just have to keep exploring through this. Oh, here we go. Found it. All the glitters. And we completed, too. Let me show you what the lore says for that. Coin. The filthy lucre from an ancient city hidden in the ocean depths. And then we can just clear out all the glitters. Cool. But yeah, that's why I didn't show most of that on screen, because I was like, there's no point. So, alright, where's the closest teleport? I guess just back the way we came. But yeah, most of all the glitters, except for obviously that one thing we found like a while back, that brooch by accident. But most of them, yeah, you would just notice that symbol and just go inside. I really don't feel like it's necessary to show it. Like me going through all those. I don't know. I feel like there wouldn't have been anything really for me to talk about. I already did that with the letters, and I did that. I only stopped doing that after finding a couple of them, and that one that took me forever, and I didn't even find it. I was like, nope, I'm not recording these again, just because it's like I don't see a reason to. If there was like some story thing or like an investigation scene where you had to like put together clues about what happened, then I probably would have shown those. But since it's just me fighting things, exploring around and whatever, and I don't think this game is that important to warrant like a 100% show everything I do. 360 no scope playthrough, that type of thing. And I hardly would do that to a game I even like too, because then it become a chore and I'd stop liking it after a bit, because then it become like a theme of work, like work or something like that. I'll be like, oh, I don't want to play this anymore, or I don't want to play it like that, like so then I have to meticulously look through everything. I don't know. I think it's just because I just only want to play something for so long, or whatever, max it out, or at least do with the best, and then go on to the next thing instead of just grinding through everything to get through it. I mean, I'm roughly doing everything I can in the game for the most part, so you're still technically seeing most of it. You're just not seeing some of the mediocrity of it. So, I think that's fine. And I bet there's someone online who probably has a more efficient run, or maybe does all the secrets or something like that better. Maybe. That's gotta be it, right? I guess we'll find out. Hello? Avon calling. The apartment of Milton Pierce.
This guy sure had some blood on his hands. Literally.
Alright, let's see. There we go. Milton? Here's Johnny!
He must be taking his election campaign very seriously.
Note to Milton Pierce. Milton, my honest friend, it's been a while since we last met, and I wish to remind you that my door is always open for you to pay me a visit. How about we finally hold that seance we've been talking about for so long? I expect to see you at the Crown Theater soon. Warmly yours, Johannes. And now he's dead. Yep. My fellow Oakmonters, from this day forth, a new vision will guide our city. From this day forward, it will be Oakmont first. Every decision made on trade, on fishery, on newcomers, and Innsmouthers will be made to benefit the people of Oakmont. We must protect the boundaries of our city from both outsiders and the forces of nature. Let's make Oakmont great again. Oh, God. Whoever was translating this or whatever knew what they were writing when they wrote that.
Is he
God.
planning to become the Prince of Oakmont, or is this just some light reading?
Well, some politicians really think they're like they're like that. You should be surprised. New candidate for mayor. While Milton Pierce may not be a fully fledged member of the Oakmont legislature, he has already proven his fitness for the role during his election campaign, not only in word, but also in deed. First, Mr. Pierce has prepared and put into operation a new water supply project for Oakmont. He is also actively engaged in greening of the city, planting trees in suburban areas and proposing new park spaces for recreation and community events. Second, his campaign promises seem to have struck a chord with the public. Most notably, Pierce has advocated for the construction of a wall around Oakmont to prevent the influx of newcomers. Oh boy, you can really feel whoever writing this, like how they're thinking about things. I mean, you probably think, oh, whatever, that's just coincidence. No, I think they knew what they were doing. It's just hyperbole, or could Pierce really do it? We'll find out if or when he wins this election. Now, it is true and real in history. There have been situations like this, so I can't really say that that's completely. It's just, it seems so apropos to what's going on right now. It's hard to not,
Emptier than a banker's heart.
It's hard not to correspond the two, that there has been some influence in the writing of this
Someone got changed here in a hurry.
story, so I don't know.
They definitely kept some dirty clothes here. You can see the blood splatter.
Yep, looks like we've got a mystery, so let's... Letter from Throgmorton. Dear Mr. Pierce, despite all the differences we may have had in the past, I can't but admit that today I see you as one of the most promising candidates for mayor. Oakmont needs a strong hand, which you can surely provide. Don't expect any financial support from my side. I believe one running for mayor should possess the requisite financial means, but otherwise will have my full assistance. Respectfully, Robert Throgmorton. Well, at least he's willing to not just financially campaign the whole thing, I guess it goes to show they respects him in a way. Letter from EOD. Mr. Pierce, on behalf of our community, I want to express a huge gratitude for everything. Oh, it's the lady. For everything you do for us. Very few of the stakeholders here show compassion to the Innsmouth descendants. You are a rare exception. Please accept this dagger as a sign of our friendship, and prove that while we maintain this connection, no one from our side will dare to harm you. Here's Anna Cavendish. That almost seems like a threat. Look at this thing.
The shape is familiar. I've seen similar daggers before.
Yeah, we've seen quite a few of those over the course of the game, so... Alright, let's piece together what happened here. If there is anything to piece. Like why he rushed out everything.
The blood was spurting out of him, Robert. Just spurting out. Oh, it's all over me.
Okay. I guess he's just drinking because he just saw someone get shot.
Ah, where's my dang tie? I should have been at City Hall by now. Voters won't meet and greet themselves.
They won't meet. They won't be beating themselves.
Get these out of my sight, Robert. Isn't that why we have a laundry room downstairs?
Time to figure this out.
So this guy at first was like all freaked out about what happened, and then he goes back to taking control of this dude.
The blood was spurting out of him, Robert. Just spurting out. Ah, where's my dick? Get these out of my sight, Robert.
Must be
Isn't that why we have a laundry room downstairs?
Milton Pierce came home covered in blood. He ordered his butler to take his clothes downstairs and went to meet voters at City Hall.
Do we need to collect the, well, let's see, key evidence? All of it? Okay, so we're good there. Is there a basement to this place? Do we actually need to check that? I guess we could do a quick run through just to see. I mean, I don't know why we would. I mean, what are we trying to check? I guess the blood or whatever. Anyway, I should have healed myself real quick. That way it's okay. Nope. Don't think there'd be anything down here, but you never know. Sounds like it looks like it's more gonna be more more just items to collect or whatever. No, that's that one. I guess not. Unless this is where the...
Based on past experience, leaving it here was not the best idea. The smell of blood can attract all sorts of unwanted visitors.
Let me guess, are we gonna get attacked now? No? Yes? Maybe? Not yet? Maybe later? Who, what, where, and sometimes how? I guess not. I guess just checking that was just to say, hey, there it is. Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. No, I guess that's it. Okay. Alright, I guess we need to, let's see. Let me clear out all this. Too bad there's not like a button I can just press on there to just auto clear it out. Oh, luckily it doesn't take that long. Milton Pierce came home with his clothes stained with blood. He orders Butler to take them to the laundry room downstairs and went to meet with his potential voters in City Hall. So I guess I need to go to City Hall now. I don't see nothing there. No alibi and blood spill. Bloody clothes. The bloody clothes in Pierce's house can be used as evidence against him. Still, I need something more to accuse him. Alright, let's, where's City Hall? Oh, it's actually not that far away. I could probably just walk. If I walk, the movie will be over. Just go this way, but because I bet the fast travel will probably be about just the same amount of time, really, when you think about it. Yeah, just go straight and we're there. At least it said go to City Hall, so I assume that's where I need to go. Yeah, the boat's here. Good. Didn't have to wait for it to load. Although there probably loads. I think it loads if you turn it around. Oh, well, I've turned around sometimes and it's loaded back there. I know it usually doesn't load in front of you. Then again, I haven't really stared at it the whole time hoping for it to turn around, so... Don't turn around. Up the ground. Don't turn around. Let's see if he's inside or if maybe someone can give me an idea. Oh wait, isn't that one lady that's inside? No, good. We have to talk to her again. And show you the picture of loveliness and happiness.
Oh, stop bothering me, newcomer.
Oh, there he is. You.
Good day, Mr. Pierce. Bet you didn't expect to see me.
How are you here? You should be in jail.
I have good friends who bailed me out. I just want to talk.
Well, okay. If you wish.
Tell me what you really saw.
You saw the real killer. Tell me who it was.
Want to know what I saw? I saw a bloody newcomer rush in, murder Johannes, and stroll out like it was no big deal.
Why'd you frame me, dude?
Why did you claim I did it?
Excuse me? Why wouldn't I? A friend of mine was killed. Why should I let that go?
How do you know it was a newcomer?
You're certain it was a newcomer. How can you be so sure?
Trust me. Oakmonters know a newcomer when they see one. We locals can tell.
Do you also have really thin or bad hair? Where's your red hat, dude?
You know I didn't do it.
Quite the opposite, Reed. I saw your face. Or are you going to claim it wasn't yours?
Will you change your testimony if I beat you up?
You seem like a rational man, Pierce. Can't we come to an arrangement?
Are you attempting to bribe a politician, Mr. Reed? What makes you think I'd accept such an offer?
I'm sorry. I must be thinking of a different Milton Pierce.
But let me tell you, my beloved mother is so old and so rich. I'll miss her dearly when she's gone.
Well, that's a non sequitur.
Mr. Reed, how do I put this? I find my campaign hamstrung by a distinct lack of resources.
So it's about the money after all.
I fear that all the budget pressures are affecting my cognition. If the situation were improved, perhaps I'd see things more clearly. For instance, I might suddenly realize I'd mistaken you for someone else. You could even remind me of whom.
Wow, what a jackass. What if I kill you instead? Yeah, I should, but that would already get me into some more trouble, so... Do we kill an old lady to get this guy to look the other way, even though we probably could clear our name? No, we've taken too much time. The old lady must die.
Well, if that's what it'll take, I guess I have no choice.
Just make sure it looks natural and clean. You know the carpets there cost a fortune. Actually, take this. Comes well recommended from Professor Cavendish. Put it in her drink or something.
Oh yeah, well we helped the same guy poison the fish, so what's... You know what I said, like, what next are we gonna do? Why not poison an old lady? She's probably gonna die anyway. Don't tell me how to do my... don't tell me to do my job.
This isn't my first case, Pierce.
Forgive me. I should have known you were a bit of a lady killer.
Anything else?
My dearest mother, Agatha, is currently at her manor. Here's the address. And Reed, don't come back here after. People shouldn't see me with you.
Shouldn't be giving him what he wants, but this'll just, if this'll reduce how much time it takes to deal with this crap, then I'm all for it. All right, where's the? He said he gave me the address, right? Bottle of strychnine. Enough strychnine to kill an adult human with plenty to spare. I can use it to poison Agatha Pierce if I just put it in some kind of food or drink. Milton Pierce, the murder witness from Vanderburgh, told the police. No, I already read that part. Agatha Pierce, Milton's mother, lives on Beacon Street. Okay, so Beacon Street, Old Grove, Beacon Street near Bullock Street. Beacon Street near on Bullock Street, but it's near Bullock Street. So where's okay, so it's got to be near Bullock, so it's probably just in this general area. We'll just click here. Oh, there's a teleport. There's a fast travel instead right next to it. So now let's see what the mine place says. Killers blackmailed. Sellout. Suspected newcomer. Looking for a newcomer. If Milton Pierce is correct, the man who shot Vanderburgh is a newcomer. I learned that he married recently and was forced to commit the crime out of fear for his family. There should be a marriage license somewhere that may help me find him. Milton Pierce, sellout, no alibi. Nope. Okay. Let's see. Well, let's take care of Mrs. Pierce. You know, like I said, she's probably old, feeble. She's probably got dementia. She's probably in constant pain. You know, we'll be doing her a favor. She'll be taken off the moral course. She probably doesn't know it's longer to live anyway. And old people are just a waste of space anyway. Yeah, it makes you think about, like, if you're into the whole assisted suicide type thing. Now that I think about it, I probably shouldn't talk about it now. It's probably not the most appropriate place, but I don't know. That's one of those things where if, you know, what do you do if someone's like in constant agonizing pain that can never be completely healed, you know, and they might not even have much time left anyway? What would you say to like an official like capacity that someone just, you know, take them out or let them die gracefully, you know? I don't know, man. I'm glad I don't have to. I assume that's Mr. Pierce's house because it's got his thing like right in front of it. Is he dressed like Julius Caesar? Seriously? Wow. Talk about an ego. Woo. I would not want to meet his id. That's for sure. Oh, that must be the old lady.
Agatha Pierce, I presume. The name's Charles Reed. I'm a PI.
Good day, young man. What's your business?
There's a matter that I'd like to discuss. It concerns your son, Milton.
Oh, no. What's happened? Is he okay?
I'm afraid this may take some time to explain. Perhaps you have something to, wet my whistle.
Oh, fear not. I keep my cellar stocked for just such occasions. Would you kindly fetch us some Chianti from the cellar? You look more than capable.
A nice Chianti. What's the catch? What do you mean, what's the catch?
Ma'am, that's a most generous offer. So why do I sense a quid pro quo?
Oh, no. Well, I did hear something rustling around, but I'm sure it's nothing you can't handle.
Yeah, leave it to me.
Here are the keys. Pick any bottle, as long as it's Chianti. And don't shy away from the good stuff. It's there to be shared with guests like yourself.
I ate his liver with a bit of Chianti. Your son wanted me to poison you. Well, we could warn her. Nah.
Bye.
Good luck.
Yeah, let's just give her the alcohol. All right, let's go downstairs. Let me guess, there's some monsters down there we have to take care of. You know what that means. Where are you? Or are you on the next floor down?
Boy, that is a fortune's worth of wine. I hope some of the bottles are...
Could you hit me during the conversation? Oh, fuck you, game. Ooh! Alright, let me Haha! And a fuck you. Alright, they're all dead. I was like, I didn't realize I could be attacked during the during this little thing.
This is not the Chianti I'm looking for.
This is not the droid you were looking for.
This is not the Chianti I'm looking for.
Well, then don't give me the option to look for it then, or let me look at it if it's not even that.
This is not the Chianti I'm looking for.
Let me guess. The Chianti is all those bottles down there, right? There. Whoops. Let me grab those. Okay. Cool. I guess we have to go downstairs in the next area to do that. So let's get one of those bottles. Yeah, I'm not much of a drinker. The only reason I know about Chianti and all the other stuff is just because I've heard it in you know, movies and stuff like that. But yeah, if you ask me the details on like a white and red wine and all this other stuff, I'm gonna be like, Ooh, what's this? Ooh, gunpowder. Right next to the alcohol. Lovely. There it is.
Nice wine she's got here. No one will notice if I had a dash of something else.
Haha. Oh wait, did we not take it with us? Okay, I guess we just...
Okay. This much strychnine would be enough to kill a horse.
Just to make sure that she's good and dead. Yeah, this is for the greater good, right? Just keeping ourselves alive, even though we should teach that politician a lesson. But you know, sometimes you gotta work with evil to save yourself from evil. Here you go. I have the bottle.
Here's the Chianti, and I've dealt with the cellar.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Reed. So brave and handsome. Let us begin.
I want to say a toast.
May I offer a toast?
Please do.
To your good health.
To your good health.
Why, thank you. Perhaps I waited too long to open this bottle. It tastes off. Charles, I don't feel well.
Hey, whoa, game! Hold on! That is not appropriate! Oh my, I feel sick to my stomach now. I just killed an old woman, and then her pants go down above her legs, ready for coitus. Oh god, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. In the next episode of The Sinking City, we'll track down the guy who killed Vanderberg. Oh god, oh god. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time! Oh god!